What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'll be fixing some of the clear coat on the car and then also painting the spoiler and like some other little parts black. That way it doesn't look really bad. So stay tuned. So basically I'll be taking this off, sanding it down, painting it, clear coating it, because you can see somebody did a bad job. Then this gas cap, it's common in the Tiburons, but it costs like 25 bucks to replace and like 10 in paint, so I'd rather do it myself. It'll be glossy too. And then I'll be wet sanding the clear coat. For that we'll be using 800 grit, because you do anything less, then you'll be cutting into the paint, and as you can see there's barely any clear coat left, so gotta get that all off and then go from there. So to remove the spoiler, you got to take these two bolts, and that, after checking with my tools, is a 14 millimeter, and I think it's just a cover, so stay tuned. I think we'll have to take this off, and then who knows, maybe like a 10 millimeter or a 12. So hopefully it's not a 10, because those disappear all the time. As far as the gas cap, it's just these, and then it's an Allen wrench, so it should be easy to take off and paint. All right, so these bolts are, I think, a 12 or a 13, but then that happened, the cover came off, and that is a 10 millimeter. So if that happens, just know you gotta use a 10 millimeter socket. I did lie though, these bolts were a 14. Unless this cover comes off, then that would be a 10. And then unfortunately for me, this happened, it broke. But then after you remove those, you'll have these two, and those are also a 10. And it's on both sides. All right guys, so after seeing it's more of a pain in the butt than I thought. Usually in the Mustangs, and stuff that I've replaced, you just take these off and it comes right off. But I believe we got to do all this, take it all off. But I'm losing daylight, so instead of doing that for today, I'm just gonna take this off, sand it down, get a first coat of black and see how it looks, because I've never used this paint either. It's something new. It's a Rust-Oleum, but I guess we'll see. As far for that Allen wrench that you need for here, it's a 5 millimeter. Then I hope it just goes in, comes off, and then nothing extra we have to do, but we'll see. After you take these bolts off, it should come undone like this. Then you'll have this little thing that holds down your gas cap, so just take it off and you should be good. All right, so I kept trying to take this off, but to be honest, it don't matter to me, so I'm just gonna use my wire strippers and just cut it off and just deal with it later. Imagine that I used my wire strippers to take it off and took it off, but after I cut it. So off to sanding. So what I'm using here is a 800. I was just gonna use that for the clear coat, but it has to be done. I was gonna buy a 500 for this one, but I didn't know what to use, so I'll do that, do a couple coats, and then tomorrow I'll do the clear. Stay tuned. After sanding, I didn't show it, but you want to use like alcohol to wipe it down and a clean cloth. I'll be using this paint. It's new. Usually I like to use just any automotive paint, unless it's body panels, and I use paint to match. And usually for body panels I use 2K clear, but on this one I'm going to use the same brand, so let's see how it turns out. I'm not sponsored, so I can't show that box, but yeah, just make sure to put something underneath. I'm going to do a couple coats first of black, and let's see how it turns out. Remember, you don't want to do a full coat, just do a light path and then go back later on. Let's see how it looks. All right, so this is after like 10 minutes of drying. It's the plastic, it doesn't look the best, but I'm hoping with another coat maybe it'll do better. Let's see. Coat number 2, and just know you want to go a little bit heavier. And don't forget to shake your bottle, like 3 minutes. Sometimes I like to put it in warm water, but let's see how it looks. And just know you want to do 50% coverage, so you do it like this, and then you do it like that. Another one just like that. That's the technique I use when doing the liquid wrap. And this is after 3 coats, but to be honest, if I didn't already get the black, I would probably buy a new gas cap. You can see like where the plastic has melted from like the heat, and that's what Tiburons are known for, like clear coat issues, as you can see over here. But this is 3 coats, and I would say actually I would rate this Rust-Oleum pretty good. There's no gloss on this, it's just the paint. I'm gonna leave this overnight, let it cure, and then tomorrow I'll add the gloss just to like add a little something.